And hello everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Tomb Raider Legend. For this video, I will be playing the Peru level, but before I get started there, an important question for you guys. Is the volume in this video, that is, my voice as well as the gameplay, is it at the right mix? Because one person said that he thought that the two volumes were a bit too close together. Let me know in the comments section. And, so, let's get started.
All right, who was that?
You've heard of the Rutlands, right? From the States? Well, you just met the Senator's youngest son, James Rutland. Went to West Point, and that's about all he's done.
Call up the footage, please.
Welcome home, Lady Croft. Will your hand luggage require emptying or filling?
Winston, take a look at this. It's almost identical, just configured differently.
Identical to what?
Something I saw a long time ago in Nepal, miles from any pre-Incan culture.
And you believe this to be a fragment of the sword?
What sword?
More likely another of its kind. Zip, I want you to find out what you can about this Rutland, particularly where he is at the moment.
Try Peru. You talked about Paraíso.
He did imply there's information about the artifacts there.
He said you've been to Paraíso. What happened there? And who's Amanda?
Alistair, go over these images and see what you can work out. Zip, ring Anaya and see if she can meet me in Paraíso Saturday morning.
So that very important cutscene answered a few questions about the previous level. Who Rutland is, who Amanda is, what happened in...
They don't seem quite so keen on visitors these days.
But hey, you're the one with the guns.
You can't blame me for knowing how to accessorize. Any word from Anaya?
She said she'd meet you at the statue in the marketplace.
At least we'll have our privacy.
Yeah, so even though this is set in Peru, this kind of reminds me of something you might see in the Old West. Peru. It seems that so many video games have at least one level set in Peru. The first Tomb Raider game was set in Peru. Anniversary was set in Peru.
Hello, Lara. You realize that the streets were not deserted a moment ago.
And I've been trying so hard to blend in. I hope I'm the one that frightens them, not something else.
There's nothing here. Just a heap of pottery shards, littered with the bodies of old friends. If I knew this was where it would lead, I would never have told you about Bolivia.
Yet here you are.
La Paz is not so far away.
Neither is the past. Lara, go! I'll catch up!
Time for some action.
Get an eye on herself. Tell her I'll find her when I've sorted out this hurt.
You got it.
Where's this other guy coming from? Oh, there he is.
Anybody there? Will you hear that?
Anybody out there?
Oh.
Bingo!
Yeah, and you win the unlucky prize. Some people just never learn. just like this game never learns, that I want inverted y-axis calibrations. I changed these in the last video, in the last level. Where's this guy coming from? You know, even though I now have that assault rifle, there's just something so satisfying about those dual pistols. Does anybody else feel the same way? And here we see the... By the way, does anybody know why Peru has two flags? One with this, I'm guessing, some kind of coat of arms, and one that doesn't. Hello. Yeah, a shotgun isn't much good if you can't fire it. Actually, I gotta admit, I'm not a fan of shotguns in this game. Mainly because it usually involves getting up close and personal with the enemy. What's in here? This thing looks like it's glowing. But there's nothing inside here. That was a waste of time. What the...
Open fire!
Is there a way to get...
Take the shot!
I think it might be time to use that assault rifle. And let's see what happens if we go up here.
Target in range!
Okay, that didn't get us anywhere. Alright, that's enough messing around. I think that's every... No, it's not everybody. Oh. Okay, now I think that's everybody. But even if it's not, it doesn't matter because I'm out of here.
Anaya called on herself. She's got mercenaries after her.
Tell her I'm on my way.
Right.
Ah, now we're gonna have some real fun. Get to ride the motorcycle.
Yeah, baby, do that again!
Love Zip. He's great. You know, now that we've finished this Survivor timeline, I hope they bring him back in the next reboot, because yeah, that was not a shortcut. Always gonna love this.
Fireworks in Peru! I love it! There's the first one.
But if you guys think this is fun, wait till you see what we get to do in Kazakhstan. Oh man, shooting and jumping. Oh, here we go, here we go. Whoa! Whoa! Not see that. So yeah, another very important question for you guys is it better to record commentary live or add it later? Because I mean, there's been a lot of times in this video and in the last video where I just don't really have much to say. I was thinking maybe it'd be better if I just, you know, recorded this first without commentary and then just edit it later. If you guys have any opinion about that, comment below. Because, you know, just a lot of this, particularly this level, is you're just riding on a motorcycle and not shooting anybody. Except for now, I see we're playing dodgeball with with boxes. Naya, or Naya. Lara Croft trying to do her best Indiana Jones maneuver.
What are a few years after all, when stacked atop thousands more?
There's something I didn't tell you before. I think Amanda might not have died down there.
Is that what this is about? Closure?
Isn't that what it's all about? Why we dig up the past? To understand. understand it.
I am an engineer, Lara. I build for the future. I don't dwell in the past.
You will someday. Eventually, everyone does.
Lara! Get down here, you slacker! Jason says we're about to break through.
In a minute, Amanda. We have some structural concerns.
Would you just get down here?
And in the meantime, we are in the past now. Structural concerns indeed.
Looks like we've lost the lights. I hope you got flares.
So we press circle. To dive down like this.
The planks over the sinkhole broke, so you're gonna have to swing across. You're lagging.
You're such a tourist!
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
What's happening? Amanda! Amanda! Can you hear me? Amanda!
That doesn't look good either. Okay, what? Okay, there's another way through here. Okay, where was that? So we're gonna have to find another way through, such as here.
Oh, Sarah. God. What's happened?
So as you can see, this is a pressure plate. Do we move this? Yeah, we do. So the only way to get up there is to move the pressure plate, or to move this. They're on here, and then over so we can grab onto this spear that's jutting out, and then swing up here. Grab that. And then shimmy across this little ledge, and then jump over here. Uh-oh. It's another body.
God.
Lara! Over here!
Kent? What's going on?
It killed Oscar.
What did?
I don't know. I didn't see. This gate won't budge. Get me out.
It's all right. What?
There's a hole above me. You've got to get me out. Hurry, we've got to get out of here.
So here we have another movable object in the form of this boulder that was on the pressure plate.
Hurry, Lara.
So I think what we do is,
I'm coming.
what we have to do is you have to move this over here so that it lines up with this rope. Then we use that to, or do we even need to do that? Can we just you know, this might take a while, people. try this again.
It's coming! Damn it!
There we go.
I'm almost there!
Alright, let's climb up a bit so we can get onto this other ledge and
Hey, I think I see a light!
Stay there, Ken!
drop down.
Amanda? Amanda! It's her!
Wait! Kent!
And now we see what it is. And now we have a quick bit where we have to get. Now, thankfully, this is there is no time limit for this, so we can get out of here with relative ease. We just have to take this boulder, push it down, put it onto the pressure plate, which I think it'll just roll onto on its own, like that.
Everybody's dead! There's something... I don't know what it was. I only saw...
Jump across here.
Amanda! I think the stone unlocks the door.
I don't like it. Are you sure you're reading it properly?
That thing is coming. You have a better idea?
The door might be trapped.
We're trapped. Oh, God!
Just when you think it worked, something else goes wrong. And now we're about to have to go back down there. All these years later.
To be perfectly honest, I think this is a terrible idea. Everyone agreed to leave things as they were.
I will as much as I can. But from what Rutland said, I'm sure there's a clue down there about what killed my mother. I have to go back.
There's no use trying to enter at the same point. It's caved in.
The river had to get in there somehow.
I'll leave you to figure out the how. I can't go down there. I'm sorry.
It's fine, really. If there's any trouble, call Zip and he'll patch you through. Don't take any chances. I'm not losing any more of my friends.
So, how you getting in?
The same way as the water, I hope. If you get a call from Anaya, patch her through straight away. I'm a little concerned about leaving her by herself.
I'll keep her company.
More water. I always hate having to do these. But here goes nothing. Just thankfully we can take a little breather up here. And down we go one more time. Now for this point here, there are four different things we have to do to get the water out of here. And the first is to pull on each of these stones for 4 stones total. One more, and the flooding will disappear. I'm not sure if I could have just surfaced to reset my breath. But no matter, I think we'll be fine without the med packs anyway.
Is that what I think it is? It's called an anachronism.
It was a madness.
High tops don't fall off your feet that easy.
It's been unlaced. I never imagined she could have survived.
There was a lot of water. She still might not have.
But that's a very peculiar thing to say. This is where we crawled through. Thought maybe we could shoot it open for better space.
Queen of Tiwanaku. Her father was king, but she was lost and raised by a warrior. She became queen after a shaman named Tunupa discovered her royal heritage.
Tunupa is another name for Viracocha, their god of creation.
The shaman brought her to Lake Titicaca, where she borrowed his staff, an object of great power.
According to Viracocha originally lived in the lake. The god of indoor plumbing.
She led her people into an era of peace. After many years of wise and just rule, there was some sort of power struggle. She died shortly thereafter, and she was carried off in a boat to paradise.
Remind you of something?
The King Arthur myth. Yes, the similarities are striking.
King Arthur? A little help here?
It's the same story. A youth, unaware of his royal blood, rises from obscurity to become a wise king with the help of a friendly wizard and his magical staff or sword. And afterwards, he's transported to paradise.
Many cultures share similar legends. The Great Flood, for example. Everyone's got that one too.
So that's what this game is about. Legend of King Arthur. The Sword in the Stone. Now let's see how we get across here. I think maybe we just... Here we don't quite need to do anything particularly fancy just yet. Just so long as we get to this. Aha. Like that. Well, this looks precarious. If I didn't know any better, I would say there's some sort of quick time events coming up. But that's because I've played this game before and I know that there's a quick time event coming up right now. And that did not go the way I wanted. Alright, we'll try this again. But before we do, I think I will turn on the subtitles. That is an option in this game, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully this time the profile stays updated. You know, hello, inverted y-axis, anybody? Anyone? Anyone?
Get out of there!
Piece of cake.
Phew. Nice footwork.
Why, thank you.
Wow. This place is amazing. Might be a good place to use the rad mode of your binoculars.
You could be right.
Oh, now that's pretty cool.
But what is it?
What a remarkable contraption.
I could move that.
But in order to move it, it will destroy it.
Oh, I like that one.
It was nice, but it was in the way.
I liked it too. So, this stone, along with that stone, can be placed on these pressure plates. 3 of them in total. Put this one over here for now, and see what it does.
The Queen's Shaman. A dais with a sword set into it, or in this case, Viticocha's staff. This is it.
Do you believe it's the same one we saw in Tiwanaku?
There's more than just one dais, but possibly.
So the shaman would be Merlin, and the staff would be whatever the hell King Arthur's sword was called.
It's called coincidence.
Funny name for a sword.
Except, there are 2 swords in the Arthurian. There's Excalibur. There's also the sword in the stone, which I believe was a different sword. Now let's move this onto the... Move this onto one of the other pressure plates. There is another one of these boulders up on one of these. It's up there, which means we have to put it on a specific pressure plate, and you'll see why in just a second, assuming this is it. But first, you actually have to get it onto the plate. Aha.
Wow.
See those?
Impressive villages back then.
I know it impresses me.
Now we have to climb up this Hold up. Let's see. How do we get up there? That explains why we couldn't get up there, because I wasn't climbing the right one. Jump over and climb up. That's not how what was supposed to happen. This controller, I need a new controller for this. Push that down. Okay, that was a bit harrowing, but it got the job done. So now we take this last stone, hold it down, and put it over here. And that opens a new passage.
Impressed, Lara. This is magnificent.
It's quite the display, isn't it?
First, let's admire this work a bit before we go in. All right, I'm good now. So climb up this ladder. So we climb up this ladder to get to the passageway and go inside. And let's see what we have unlocked.
Look at her. She's beautiful. We were so close before. So close.
Wonderful, Lara.
Do you notice anything familiar about her sword?
That's what Rutland...
That's another reason I need a new controller, so it doesn't just randomly pause like that.
was holding.
Except this is just a ceremony.
And ruins the moment.
What do we have here? The tip is broken off. My God. I had no idea it looked like this. I've seen this before, at Waseda University in Japan. But I didn't know it had anything to do with these artifacts.
Yeah, I'll get a hold of him right now.
It's not there anymore. It was stolen by Shogo Takamoto.
Takamoto? Yakuza is nothing to mess with, Lara.
I don't care, Zip. I want that piece. Arrange a meeting.
Okay, but... Hang on. I got Anaya calling on her cell. I'm patching her through.
Lara, can you hear me? Those bastards from town are here, and they're coming down after you.
Well, this is a tune. I'll make them feel at home.
Sorry, I wasn't keeping track of Anaya. I got distracted. But she seems safe for now.
It's alright. Just let me know if her mercenary friends get any closer to her.
Got it. How will you make it back with the floor missing?
I suppose I'll have to take the high road back.
So yeah, we aren't gonna head back the way we came through. We came in. So I think in order to get out of here, we have to jump across this gap to reach the... Or maybe we do... Okay, it was right the first time. Thankfully, you do get second chances in video games, at least. And sometimes you get them in real life, although... Evidently, Not in this kind of situation. Right. 1, 2, 3. Let's speed this up a bit, shall we? Grab this rope now.
I haven't seen it. You? Think she fell down there? Maybe we got lucky. I haven't had any luck today.
How's the knee?
How's my ass?
I wasn't the one who tripped.
And I wasn't the one who couldn't hold on to the damn rope.
It was wet. I don't know how the hell she got down here without a rope over all those slippery rocks and...
Target range!
This is, and now we get a health pack back, and we already have full grenades, so we'll just slide down. And now everything is going back the way we came.
I'm getting nothing from either of them.
This time we climb up the rope. And now we see our exit. Whoop. Up the ladder we go. Something's missing. How do we get out? Through there. So we climb another rope. Which this time we just climb out.
I've seen a panther thing. It's hard to tell.
Jaguar.
No thanks, I'm not hungry right now.
Zip, have you still got an eye on the other line?
Yeah.
Tell her to get under the jeep. Someone's coming.
found what you were looking for, because I am never coming here again.
I was right. This is all she left behind.
She got out and didn't tell us? Why has she been hiding all these years?
Maybe not hiding, exactly. Just not keeping in touch with old friends. Perhaps she found or learned something down there that she wanted to keep to herself. Zip, did you speak to Takamoto?
Eventually. He didn't want to see you, so I reminded him how much you hate the word no.
I'm a horrible conversationalist. I trust he wants to get together on neutral ground.
You'll love this. He wants to meet at Toru Nishimura's offices across the street from his penthouse.
Nishimura? Takamoto doesn't know we're friends.
Nope. All he knows is Nishimura's hosting a corporate party tomorrow night, and you'll meet him there.
Better and better. All right then, I'm heading there straight away. I'll need to find something to wear though.
Oh, so going straight from Peru to Japan. I think we know where our next level is. And you can tune in, and you can see that level when you tune in next time when I post the Japan level. See you then. As always, comments, likes, subscriptions are greatly appreciated.